Well, hello and welcome to another lesson of the Focus on Contentstack course. I'm Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator. And as always, feel free to get a hold of me, Marcelo at headlesscreator.com. Send me an email with questions, comments, anything you like. I get back to you usually within 24 hours. As always, before we get started today, we have a new lesson on Contentstack. And today we're going to be talking about product releases and how do we create content that syncs with those product releases in Contentstack. So, but before we get started, as always, remember you'll be able to find my this lesson on demand probably in about an hour after we're done on headlesscreator.com. So make sure you go over there, you sign up, register. It's free registration. There's no charge. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go under courses. You'll go to all courses. And you should see right there, Focus on Contentstack, and you'll be able to get it. You can even see right here, coming 4/27. That's today. You'll find it right there. So you'll be able to watch it. So again, just go in there, sign up, and then you'll be able, once you register, you'll have access to all the free courses, including the Content Modeling Weekly. Regardless of your headless CMS, we all need to content model. This will teach you the proper way of doing content modeling. All right, having said that, marketing portion of the lesson. So what I'm going to do, as you guys know, I'm going to restart the intro for the on-demand version, which will be a very nice, clean version without any marketing whatsoever. So I will see you in 1 minute. Well, hello and welcome to another lesson of the Focus on Contentstack course. I'm Marcelo Lewin, a Headless Creator. I choked a little bit right there. Welcome to another lesson. Today we're going to be talking about the releases functionality in Contentstack and how do we use that to schedule content that matches your product releases. And there's many uses for releases in Contentstack, but I'm focusing more on how to package all your content for your product releases. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me bring up my screen here. Here we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, and this is fictitious, right? Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. Yeah, there you go. So what I did is pretend I have an API company, a headless company, that offers an API, and we have new versions of the API coming up. So we have one coming out tomorrow, one on May 1st, and one on May 3rd. It could be any arbitrary date. It doesn't matter. So I put together a spreadsheet describing this. These are the release names for those of you that that are fans of Spaceballs. That's what it is. I'm a fan of Spaceballs. So we have Dark Helmet coming out on the 28th, Yogurt coming out on the 1st, and of course the all-powerful Pizza the Hut coming out on the 3rd. All right, so you can see that I have some articles that are, obviously our product, our API introduces new features, and there's some articles that we wrote that talk about those features. So you can see that here I have 4 articles that are going to be published. Nothing will be unpublished in this release. In the next release, version 2.0, I'm going to have 2 new articles published, but one of the old articles is going to be unpublished. Now, it's not an article that's here, it's just an article that's already published, so we're going to unpublish it. Then, because we removed that feature, we said, and we got feedback from users, it looks like Pizza the Hut release, version 2.1, they really want that feature back. So then what I'm going to do is we're going to republish that article, and we're going to remove this feature, the URL of assets. That article will go away. So we're going to set all that up in Contentstack with releases, so that way we don't have to go the day of and publish every single article. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we are in content types, right? And I'm going to use the KB article one. That's the one that I'm using for all of my articles. You can see here are all my articles, and you can see we only have one published, all the others are not published. So first step is we're going to create the releases. And usually you're not going to have, excuse me, let me get a drink of water here. Usually you're not going to have your authors do this. You're probably going to have your administrator or maybe one main author that's in charge of creating releases, right? So we're going to create a new release. And what did I do? Let me go back here. Right here, you see releases. Sorry, my apologies for that. You see releases right here. Click on that, then you'll create a new release. And you can enter a name and a description for the release. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Dark Helmet. That's my first release. And then that's just the description. Of course, it's all made up. Okay, so I already added it. Notice that number 1, it's not deployed. Number 2, there are no items. And then number 3, there's nothing that says when this will be deployed. We'll get to that in just a minute. Right now, we're just creating basically